If you had the opportunity to go back and whisper in the ear of a younger Rosemary, when you were young, you were figuring it out, and I don't know what age you might be. Maybe to you, it would be 8 years old, or maybe it was 15 or 20 or 25. What would you want to tell that version of yourself?
You've got a hell of a ride in front of you because, um, I did, I did. I mean, like I said, I've been this change agent, so I have served different groups along the way. I mean, if you're talking about what would I tell myself knowing what I know now, I just as a reflection in the future, if I had gone to a psychic, this is what's going to happen to you. You will have helped make a my goal and my mission, I think I've accomplished to date, was to make a positive difference in people's lives.
Love that. Now, the opposite question of that, and one of the reasons I started this podcast is that I feel like you about technology. I'm lost. There's a lot of it. It's great when it works. It sucks when it doesn't. But this conversation we just had today on a rainy Saturday here in Kentucky, and I don't know what it's like there in New York, but it's going to be preserved for for history because
Mhm,
we recorded it. We're going to put it in whatever this cloud thing is where we store
mhm,
bits and bytes and data.
mhm,
But what's
mhm.
cool about it is that there's a future version of Rosemary that's going to be able to listen to this moment of time. And so you get a chance to speak to Rosemary 10 years from now, and she's going to need to hear something from the version of herself that you are today. What do you want to tell that future version of yourself? Because they're going to get to hear this.
I would want to be able to tell myself that I I did my best. I did the absolute best I could do. I put the best amount of effort into everything I tried to do, and I did make a difference.
Made a difference. It's
You know, I
wonderful.
was
I
I
mean,
was asked in an interview one time what I wanted to be written on my tombstone, and I said,
I like that.
she made a positive difference. That's what I want to be there.
You made a positive difference on me today. I hope you make a positive difference on those that are listening. I guess my final question is, if we summed it all up, what matters most in raising a child today that thrives?
I think what matters most is that the greatest inheritance parents can give their children is who they become. And hopefully that their legacy of character will serve them well so that they can be successful personally and professionally going forward.
Well said. Well said. For my listeners, if there's something to take from today's conversation, it could potentially be this. The most important thing we pass down to our children are not the things that we necessarily can measure, but the way that those children see themselves, the way they relate to other people in their lives, and the way they navigate the world when life eventually becomes difficult. Character is not built on these big pivotal moments. It's built quietly in how we as parents and as society listen to these children, how we then respond to them, and most importantly, how we show up. And emotional intelligence isn't something that we teach, it's something that we live every single day. So, if today's conversation resonated with you, we invite you to explore more of Rosemary's work at rosemaryolender.com. You can also pick up both of her books that are out there and pass her message forward. Send this to somebody who needs to hear it today because it is really profound and it's needed more than ever. Because in the end, the greatest legacy we leave is not what we give our kids,